Oh, why, hello there, everybody. Didn't even see you there. Just doing some reading. Huh, classic Zeke. Always reading. How's everybody doing? Good. Good to hear. Here's my water. Water. All right. Wonderful. Well, welcome to my room, everybody. Now, you know what I haven't done today? I haven't done my juggling. So I think I'm going to take a moment right now and just, practice my juggling as I normally do every day. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, that felt pretty good. Let's go for a big one here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wow, we're getting pretty good. Wow, good stuff, Zeke. Wow, so much fun juggling. Now, one thing that my juggling reminds me of is something else that we juggle often, such as responsibilities. Now, sometimes, we just have so many responsibilities that we have to juggle. And something that I've found that helps me juggle my responsibilities is using the leadership habit decide and plan. When you decide and plan, you know, decide what responsibilities you have, plan out how you're going to carry those responsibilities out, it makes it a lot easier to be responsible, do what you're supposed to do, and follow through. So, it's very interesting that you take a simple activity like juggling and you can really apply it to your everyday life. Amazing stuff. Truly. Well, what should we talk about now? Oh, Cheerio asks how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty okay, Cheerio. Thanks for asking. The sun is shining today, so that means it's a good day. Helen asks, how are the granola bars? Well, Helen, let me tell you. The granola bars are pretty good, actually. I I'm pretty impressed with that recipe, to be honest. I was a little skeptical. I'm not gonna lie about how they were gonna turn out, but you know, I was pleasantly surprised. And something that I did that I thought was a bit of a risk was I went with swirl chocolate chips. Now, swirl chocolate chips are pretty interesting because it's a mix of milk chocolate and white chocolate. And I thought that was a pretty bold move. But I think, in the end, it really paid off. It was kind of a high risk, high reward going with the swirl chocolate chips. But in the end, it was very tasty. I offered them to uh, my family members that I live with, and everyone enjoyed it. So, you know, the granola bars were pretty good, I'd say. What else do we have? Ooh, Teresa asks a question. She says, "Can you use other cereals for the granola bars?" That's a good question, Teresa. I've got to say, um, you absolutely. I would encourage experimenting with your granola bars. There's not one way to do it. We've given you a recipe in the video, and it's more of a guideline, But you can really spice things up. You could put in different cereals. Maybe you wanted to go with some, instead of going with Rice Krispies, maybe you go with Corn Flakes, or maybe you want to, really spice things up and go with some Honey Bunches of Oats or something like that. You can really get as creative with it as you'd like. So yeah, you can absolutely use other cereals, Teresa. Now, Johnsy asks, Zeke, did you graduate from chef school and that's how you got a chef's jacket? Johnsy, absolutely, that's exactly what happened. I took the I went and I took a master class of cooking over at, you know, the place, and they gave me a chef's coat, and that's also where I learned my granola bar recipe. So, pretty good times in my chef's masterclass, I have to say. What else do we have here? We've got our friend asking, what is wow butter? Very good question. RLS117. That's a very good question. So wow butter is a product that is very similar to peanut butter, except it's peanut free, and it's made from soybeans. So I believe. But it's good for our recipes because we try to keep all of our recipes peanut free because normally we do these in the schools that we work at, and the schools have policies of no peanuts in the school. So we always try and have use things like wow butter that provide, great taste, great consistency, but help us be peanut free. Is it hypoallergenic? That's a really good question. RLS 117. Is wow butter hypoallergenic? That's a really good question. I just Googled it really quickly and I could not find the answer. So I don't know the answer to that. But I think that maybe we can, maybe our people behind the scenes can look into that one and get back to you. Cheerio asks, what is your favorite type of cereal? Now, that's a good question. Cheerio, I'd have to say that growing up, my favorite cereal was Frosted Flakes. But, as I've gotten older and my, taste buds have really matured, I find that my new favorite cereal is actually Honey Bunches of Oats. And I really like to put that on my yogurt and eat that in the morning. It's a wonderful, wonderful breakfast. So, it's all very interesting, all this, granola bar business, because as we've talked about, you can really do things your own way. You can put in whatever cereal you'd like. You can use wow butter. You can use other products that are similar. In our recipe, in our video, we used butter, but you could also use something like coconut oil if you'd like. So, it's really up to you. Now we've got another question from Joel, my good buddy Joel. Hey man, how's it going? He says, hey Zeke, what do you put first in bowl, cereal or milk? Now that is a good question. I'd say usually I'm pretty non-controversial and I'm a cereal first kind of guy. But when I'm having cereal and yogurt, it's definitely yogurt that goes in the bowl first and then cereal on top. So it's kind of interesting, So many different ways to do it. What else do we have here? Oh, Teresa C asks another question. She says, what's your favorite snack to have at school? That's a good question, Teresa C. I would say that my favorite snack is something that I've recently discovered, and it's called pita and hummus. It's very delicious. Hummus is made from chickpeas. I didn't know that for a long time, but now I do. Also, baby carrots and hummus. Yum. So yeah, that's that's what we're doing here. I saw earlier Helen mentioned that she liked my sign. I'm assuming she's referring to this one right here. This is my Moorlands Kids sign. It's homemade. with the help of a dear friend of mine. Really, I like it in the background. Really spices up, spices up the studio over here. Cubics says, "Hi Zeke, can you shout out Grenoble?" You know what, Cubics? I can do you one better. I can shout out Grenoble. I could shout out Gateway, and I could shout out Thorncliffe. I might even shout out Valley Park. I might shout out Humber Summit. I might shout out Gulfstream. I might even shout out Mark Garneau. Who knows? I can do lots of shout outs. But yes, shout out Grenoble. Shout out Gateway. Shout out Thorncliffe Park. What else do we have? Have I tried grapes and hummus? No, absolutely not. I've not. Nope. Nope. I'm not very adventurous with my hummus. I usually stick to pita or baby carrots. Whew, what else do we have? What are the photos of? Good question, Helen. Good question. We've got me eating some pita and hummus, or some maybe some pizza. I'm not really sure. That's me up at camp. Pretty cool. What else do we have? We've got myself and a friend performing a campfire song up at camp. Very cool. Myself and some more friends performing a campfire song up at camp. Very cool. And your boy, Zeke, looking super cool at camp. Those are my photos. Yes, Cheerio says T-Cliff. T-Cliff, where you at? Noble, Gateway, all you guys. I miss you guys, but we'll be reunited again. Johnsy asks, what's your favorite food to make as a chef? That's a great question, Johnsy. You know, I spend a fair amount of time. You know, really, really experimenting with my anything but my hummus, you know? So hummus is definitely pita or carrots, but I'm definitely experimenting all the time in the kitchen otherwise. So, you know, from those experiments, I'd say my favorite food to make is probably a real crowd pleaser, and it's cucumber slices with salt. It's very simple, but you know, it's a real crowd pleaser. So, you know, you can't really go wrong with that. And what else do we have here? Ooh, we're running on 13 minutes, so it looks like we'll be up for about 2 more minutes, taking all your questions. Thanks for sending them in, guys. Maybe you'll get 3 minutes because I'm feeling kind of chatty. We've got Helen asking, what is your favorite activity at camp and or after school programs? Now, that's a big question because that's a lot of activities, Helen. I would say my favorite, I'll do both. My favorite activity at camp. My favorite activity at camp has got to be sports. So sports is one of the Moorlands activity picks that we do where kids can sign up and spend an hour each day just learning different sports each day. And I'd say that sports activity is super, super fun for me because usually you'll do some pretty, you know, sports that a lot of people play like soccer or basketball, but then also some days of the week you might do some pretty wacky sports that you don't normally get to play, such as maybe like you know, Quidditch from the Wizarding World, pretty wacky, or Australian rules football we played last summer, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, I'd say sports. And my favorite after school program activity is definitely the exploding bag. What a rush that one is. And that one is actually up on our YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Your boy Zeke did the exploding bag situation. And you know, we did that last week, so you can check it out on our YouTube channel. All right, we're gonna go for 1 more minute here. Gonna answer these 2 questions coming in from Aaron. Don't know who that is, but we'll answer your questions here, Aaron. She says, "What's your favorite pizza topping?" I'm gonna go with cheese, because to me, the pizza's gotta have cheese to be a pizza, you know? That's kind of pretty classic pizza topping. She also says, "How long can you hold your breath underwater?" Hmm, that's a good question. Um, Maybe like 30 seconds if I'm practicing. Yeah. I'd say, ooh, this is a really good question from Erin. She says, "What do you think is the most important habit to keep in mind while we're all staying at home and isolating?" I would say that the most important one to keep in mind, I mean, of course, they're all important to be practicing every single day, but I'd say that one that's really important is take care of yourself inside and out. So that's includes things like making sure that you are, taking care of your body, staying healthy, eating right, making sure you're getting exercise. Because those things can be kind of hard when we're all, stuck at home and don't have as much opportunity to go out or, play games or whatever. So, got to make sure that you are making an effort to take care of yourself. And then also on the inside, you want to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health and being nice to yourself and making sure that you are, taking care of yourself on the inside and out um, while we're all stuck at home. And I'm going to take one more question, and that is, where did you develop your culinary skills? I told John at the beginning of the broadcast. That was over at the master class I took in chefing. Um, that's where I learned to make granola bars, actually, and it's where I got my chef's coat. And that is up at up 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 north. It's up north, and that's where I got all my cooking skills. Yeah, yeah. So, on Long Island. Yes, actually, I don't know how you knew that, but yes, it is on Long Island on Kawagama Lake. That's where the masterclass culinary school is. So, you know, it's a great place. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for all your questions. This is a pretty wacky time. I think I'll do this again maybe next week. But yeah, yeah, I will see you guys all next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. There is not going to be any activity videos for the rest of the week. Um, but we'll see you guys with the same thing next week. And we will chat with you then. So everybody have a great weekend. And Moonline's kids, we out. But now I have to end the stream, and I'm not really sure how to do that. And I can't. I wanted to I would be I would have dabbed and then it would have ended, but I don't know how to. I have to click the end stream button, and I can't really do that if I'm dabbing. I guess I could try to hit it now, but anyways, I'm going to end the stream now. So I'll see you guys later. But I'm really enjoying this whole situation. So I'll be back next week. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys. But yeah, everybody have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, stay at home, and wash your hands. And we'll see you guys later. Okay. All right. Bye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye bye.